Hello dear friends, I Dr. Shamsher Singh welcome you all on my YouTube channel Pharma Learning. So today I am going to discuss with you about a very novel topic which is the need of today's, that mean which is required to the students who are willing to join the pharmacovigilance. That mean today I will discuss with you that which type of skills you are required and what will be your job roles in pharmacovigilance. Basically, you know that after once you do your graduation or post graduation or PhD or either in the medical field you are doing MBBS, basically you need some skills, basically you need some knowledge, basically you need some of the things which are required whenever you will join the pharmacovigilance. So which type of skills they are, I will completely discuss with you in this video. And the second part, I will completely discuss with you your job roles, your job descriptions at each level. And third thing, I will discuss with you that what are the sites which you can use for getting the job and where there will be availability of lots of vacancies. And the fourth thing I will discuss with you, what are the major companies which provide the pharmacovigilance job and which provide the good package to you. So I am going to basically pharmacovigilance, that is also known as a drug safety, which is a science related to collection, detection, assessment and monitoring of the data. Which type of data? The data which is related to the drugs. So first thing you should know that if we are dealing with the drugs, we should have first skill. That means we should know the literature survey, the first thing, and we should know the second thing, the knowledge about the medical field. We should have knowledge, at least we should know about the medical terminology. So these terms which are very commonly used in the medical lines, that the person should know if they are willing to join the pharmacovigilance. Now question is, why there was a need of pharmacovigilance and why these people they are getting job in pharmacovigilance. So basically when we do the clinical trials, there is a certain things, that mean some of the population for the clinical trial is there, either they are healthy persons or either they are patients. So suppose you know that in the clinical phases from phase 1 to phase 3 we use a certain number of population, that is not a unlimited, that is a limited number of population. The first thing is there. The second thing, we use the dose which is previously we reported and previously we decided that this dose will be preferred for the clinical trial. And the third thing which is important, that which type of the person we will hire for the clinical trial. That means all the persons like geriatric, pediatric and the pregnant women as well as a small children cannot be preferred. Now this is the drawback, that we look for the safety afterward, because whenever the drug move for the clinical practice, what will happen? Here the population in the clinical trial phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 was limited, but now you are using the same drug on a wide population. It means, so whenever you will expose the drug towards a large number of people, then the chances of the ADR, the chances of the adverse effects are more. The second thing, now you have decided, the previously the dose which you have used in the clinical trial was fixed, but now here you are using a different dose of the drug. This is the second problem. The third problem, in the clinical trial we basically preferred the persons who are above the age of 16 year or 18 year and up to the limited age. That means here in the population you will give a drug to a small baby with the age of 1 month, 2 month, up to a old age, that means 80 year, 90 year, like that. So this is the drawback, that how we go for the safety analysis. Why safety is required? Because large population will be captured for the drug analysis in the clinical practice. So that's why you know that safety of the drug is a big issue. So this is the thing that we should know, that how we can check the safety of the drug. Now the second thing, what is the current scenario today's about the pharmacovigilance? Now the pharmacovigilance is a very good field because you can get a lot of opportunities, but some of the things you should have. The things are, you should know about the medical literature, you should know about the literature survey, you should know about the basic things that are required for the ADR reporting. So I will directly go that what you will do before your education. Suppose if you want to adopt pharmacovigilance, what you will do before and what you have to do once you will join the job, that means during the job. So before that you should be a self development. That means you should develop yourself, you should have a good knowledge, you should have a good communication. The second thing is a creativity. This is the need of today's, because every student, every person should be having a creative mind. That means there should be a lot of idea in the mind of that person who is looking for a good job. So creativity should be there. Then decisiveness, then he should having a good power to take a decision. That means immediately how can tackle the problem. The next thing is a patience, which is very important, that nowadays is lacking. That a person should have patience, and with the patience the person should develop some skills. And the next is credibility. Then ultimately you will get some credibility. Then if you have, you are hard worker, you are having a good skills, you are having a good medical knowledge, like that. So suppose after these things, if you will join your job, what you will do? Adaptability. So that means you can adapt very easily. So accordingly, what is the need at that time in during the job level, you should adopt that things. So next is be responsible. All the things should be tackled with responsibility, because this is the requirement of the industry, that the person who are working there should be responsible. Responsibility about the industry, responsibility about the work, and responsibility about the other things which are there. Next should have leadership quality. This is very important. If you have a good leadership quality, then you can earn a lot, then you can gain anything in your life. But leadership develop with patience, leadership develop with knowledge, and leadership develop with the experience. Next are the risk. You should identify the risk, because here where you are joining the job in the pharmacovigilance, you are going for the risk analysis which are associated to the drugs. So that means you should know what will be the risk, and the second risk will be toward your job. Basically the pharmacovigilance job is a very secure, very safe job, even though you know that everywhere the challenge are required. So challenge will be there, you should accept it, and you should do the work which they are providing to you. So that means you should be having a risk management. So this is important, that how you will develop yourself and how you will contribute to your job after once you will join. So this is the general skills which all the person should have. That means the general skills which are required. Suppose if you are willing to join a pharmacovigilance, which type of skill should be there? Education and scientific knowledge. So dear friends, if you have good scientific knowledge, then there is a need of you like people in the pharmacovigilance. It means you should having a good knowledge of pharmacology, you should having a good knowledge of clinical pharmacology, you should having a good knowledge of medical pharmacology. So this is very very necessary to be required. Information management skills, that is also useful, that you should have some good skills which are related to the management of the work, management of the team, and management of the other things there. Communication skills mean you should having a good proficiency in English, so that you can communicate any medical things very easily, so everybody can understand. Otherwise there is a big problem related to the safety analysis and safety report formation. Next is ethical approach. So all the things should do ethically, lawfully, and there should be no unethical practice during the job level. So ethics are required, because your data which you are providing will be used by all the other agencies, and might be that data will be useful for the medical profession. Next, legal and regulation knowledge. You should have good legal, as well as you should have good regulatory knowledge, that how you will regulate the things, regulations, rules and regulation you should know. Foreign language skills, that mean whenever you need to communicate with other countries, and the person who are residing in the other countries, and your colleagues who are working in the other countries, that is must to be required. So these are the skills which are to be required, or the good skills. Other than that, you should do a small courses, like a course of 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, like that, if you are willing to join this pharmacovigilance. So what will be the job level and what will be the job roles? So if you are joining after MPharm, MSc, or after PhD as a fresher in pharmacovigilance or drug safety coordinator, your job level will be a data entry. That means you should know how to enter the data in a sheet. Then your other work will be to receive some email, fax and postal services. So basic thing which is required is data entry. You should know what is data and how to enter the data. The second thing, for the PV and DS drug safety associate, the job will be to monitor all the product and to conduct post marketing evaluation. So that means whenever a drug move from the clinical trial to the clinical practice, then this person should know the post marketing evaluation which is required for the safety of the drugs. And the second thing, to assess adverse event, and should know how to write, how to update, and how to conduct the quality analysis. So this is the job of pharmacovigilance associate. So next is the job of pharmacovigilance scientist. This means if you are pharmacovigilance or drug safety scientist, you should manage ADR and drug interaction, and increase the drug safety for the users. So that means you should know many of the things. You should know how to look for drug safety, how to look for drug interaction. This is required. And even though you should know, and you should know that how to monitor the study participant for the ADR, adverse drug reaction. So that means there is a big job role of a scientist, pharmacovigilance scientist. He should know all about the ADRs and about the safety analysis of the drugs. Next is a pharmacovigilance senior scientist. Basically, the duties will be likely similar, but he will look all over there, that how the scientist, how the coordinator, how the associated, they are filing the ADRs, and how they are managing the ADR reports. That means the senior scientist will do the quality analysis, so that the quality of the things should be maintained, and all the risk factor which have been noted down, they are carefully noted or not. So he look for all the things which are required for the quality management. So next is the job level of a assistant PV, pharmacovigilance drug safety manager. The drug safety manager look for the review of periodic safety update report. So dear friends, this periodic safety update report is a report which is used and which contain all the things about the drugs associated with the ADRs. So this periodic safety report, which is called as PSUR, it is very important part of this pharmacovigilance, because whenever you know that periodic safety report will be for 70 days or up to 1 years, or 90 days up to 1 years, likely that this is a sheet which is prepared, on which there will be a title about the drugs, and there will be a sign of the authorized person, and there will be a full literature survey about the drugs. That means which kind of risk factors are there, which kind of other ADRs are there, either they are manageable, non manageable, either there is availability of any drug for that. So this means this periodic safety report is an essential document which contain the full information about the drug safety analysis. So this is the work of assistant as well as associate manager. That means how they should look for periodic adverse drug experience report or periodic safety report. Next is a associate manager. So instead of this, he will act as a local safety officer, and he will also keen a good knowledge along with the assistant manager, so that the periodic safety report which is prepared should fulfill and should provide the good knowledge, provide the full data about the any drug analysis. So this is the duty of your associated pharmacovigilance and drug safety managers. So what will be the role of senior manager? The senior manager will coordinate with the assistant and associate in term that how we can assure quality assurance of the document. So that means the quality analysis, because it is required. Suppose if you know that whenever any person doing a job of manufacturing, there is a need of quality assurance and quality management, quality analysis. So that means here, if you are preparing some of the documents related to drug, either their periodic safety report or some other reports, then this senior manager will look for this and maintain the quality of that particular document, as well as review and write some standard operating procedures. This will be followed by the other persons who are looking or who are working under the senior manager, so that the this standard operating procedures should be followed to maintain all these things. Next will be a general manager in pharmacovigilance and drug safety. The particular work of this, he will look for the detection, assessment and understanding of ADR which are not be well maintained by the other rank officers, and also he will do some of the problem which are likely good pharmacovigilance practice, and he will also prepare some of the standard operating procedure, so that we can do and we can report and we can analyze all the things related to drug carefully, as well as in a quality process. So next will be director, or there will be a vice president of pharmacovigilance. They are basically, they plan some of the strategies, and they are executing some of the, you can say, functions which are some plans which are to be required for the drug analysis. That means how certainly we can do all the things within a short time. So that means they are looking for new plans. Likely you know that the pharmacovigilance from the old time to till date has been changed, and in the coming time there is a need of some automatic processes. So that means some machine works will be required, so that we can do all the things very fastly and by consuming a less time. So this is the work of the director as well as of the vice president of this. So last will be a managing director. So that means he will be a senior person in that team. And what will be the job role of that director? You know, he will give all the type of directions, and he will plan some strategy, as well as he should have some good vision, so that how we can reduce some crisis, so that we will provide a good report and we will do a good marketing analysis of the product which are available for the clinical, you can say, practice, and which after the clinical trials are using for the management of some disease. So dear friends, these are some of the websites. Likely you can say www.naukri.com, pharmacovigilance jobs in India, as well as www.pharmawebjobs India, as well as there will be prexel.com, pharmacovigilance India. So these are some of the websites. From that you can get a lot of opportunities, and you can easily adopt this type of the professions. So next thing, what are the different companies which are providing a good job and good package for the pharmacovigilance? So likely you know that some of the companies like Novartis, as well as there is a Praxel, and there is a Dr. Reddy lab, and some other labs are there in the India which are providing a good opportunities. So that means you can go to the website of these particular industries like Novartis, Praxil, Dr. Reddy, and other Mahindra labs, so that you can get a good opportunity in your life. Hope you will get a lot of things which are required to join as a pharmacovigilance officer or some other rank jobs. So you should like, subscribe this pharma learning channel. You all are welcome. Thank you very much.